Today's recruiting tip is a plea with parents to please stop blasting your children at these tournaments. Over the weekend, I went to the SCVA qualifier and I see parents laying into their kids and laying into the coaches about playing time, about issues, and I am begging you to please pull back from that negativity, pull back from coming at it with your coaches. I understand how much money and time is being invested into your athletes, but it is having an absolute negative impact in recruiting. And if your goal is for your athlete to play at the next level, you have got to change your behavior. You need to support your coaches and you need to pull back on this negativity. It is mind-blowing. And the problem is the college coaches are all talking about it. They see you laying into your kids or laying into your club coach, and they are watching your behavior. It is extremely important that you do not exhibit any of this nasty behavior at these tournaments. I promise you the college coaches will see it. I promise you they will all talk about it. And I promise you they will not recruit your children. It is a huge problem in the industry right now with so many entitled athletes and the parents who are getting involved and calling the ADs and calling the college coaches. This is hands off, and I'm begging you to really take a step back and think twice before you approach your coach or you talk to your children about what is going on the court. If your kids fall apart, if they begin to cry, if they begin to, get upset, the problem is that once they get back to the court, they cannot be the best teammate possible. They cannot be the best player possible. They're playing all of these mind games, and it is having a negative impact on their future. So, a couple of tips. Number one, regardless of what's going on in your personal life, it is extremely important that you avoid any kind of negative conversations that you have with your kids at these tournaments. That's tip number one. Even if it has to do with your personalized stuff that's going home, if it looks like you guys are having a conversation about something and your daughter is upset or you're upset, the problem is that as they walk away, any college coach or anybody that's observing that from the outside, they're going to rush to judgment and assume that this has to do with what's going on the volleyball court. So regardless of what's going on in your personal lives, regarding what's going on, between you and your athlete, you need to take a step back and wait to have some of these negative conversations down the road. The other thing that I'm observing and that I'm noticing is that as parents, as you begin to get nervous and get frustrated if your child is not playing, the problem is your athlete is seeing that and they are getting very nervous and very frustrated as well. So if you can pull back from that and try and only be positive, I think you're going to have more success in the process. That's it for my recruiting tip for today. I plead with you, please think about this. Do not blast your coaches. Think twice before you engage with them. You need to wait. You need to pull back. And if you're going to have a conversation with your club coach, the conversation needs to be about how you can support them. You need to talk about what your long-term goals are. So if it's for your child to play at the next level, then you can loop them in and you can talk about how you want to have the opportunity to play at the next level, and you can potentially get some advice and some feedback from them on the things that your athlete can do to be better. But it should not be that you're questioning their judgment on the playtime. I'm a parent with 3 kids. I understand the financial investment that you're putting into club volleyball. I know that many of you are spending $8,000 to $20,000 a season, but you have to understand that when you approach these coaches and you have these conversations, they are talking about it. The college coaches are going to know that you are involved. They will find out, I promise you, that you're an overly involved parent, and I promise you they will look elsewhere and find somebody else's athlete to recruit because they do not want a problem on their hands. That's it. So today is all about begging you parents, please step up and take a step back and breathe and relax and message me if you need advice or tips on how to deal with challenging situations. I want to support you, but I also want you to understand how negative the recruiting process can be if you're not taking the time to support your coaches and you're not alleviating some of that pressure off of your athletes. So best of luck. Thanks so much. See you soon.